So, WrestleMania was on Sunday. It was interesting. It was very interesting. It was a very good show. I'm a liar. Okay, I did not watch any of the 3 pre-show matches. Apparently, Bray Wyatt helped Matt Hardy win. So Matt Hardy is a giant. Cedric Alexander is a new Cruiserweight champion, but no one really cares about that, I don't think. Naomi won the Battle Royal, which, trophy shaped like a uterus, so that's interesting. But what I did see was the main card. In my first impression of the show, I think the first entrance of the show was Seth Rollins actually came out, and I immediately didn't like him. That whole nerd culture thing, like, come on, I get it. I watch Game of Thrones too. You're not a dragon. What is this? What is this nerdy? Come on. Nobody's falling for it. Okay, the set, awesome, good set. The stage looked great. His Viserion fucking cosplay, I'm not really feeling it, Seth. Not really feeling it. And then Finn Balor comes out with the... I accurately predicted. Once again, my universe mode predicts real life. I told you Finn Balor was gay. You didn't want to believe me. But I knew the truth. And you didn't. But in all seriousness, it felt really forced when he came out with the LGBTQ plus A2 community. It just didn't work. Like, maybe it was commentary's fault. They were saying, Finn Balor's here to be inclusive and say that anyone, no matter what, can be his fans. And I'm just wondering, what the hell was stopping them beforehand? This seems a lot like the whole Hollywood thing with the hashtag #MeToo, and how all the people and the celebrities are going, yeah, we gotta join the Me Too movement. It's like, hold on. This whole Me Too movement is you guys. Like, this whole misogynistic, rapey culture going around, that's you guys. That's not the public. So that's what I'm seeing right now is like Finn Balor is like, oh, we got to stand against homophobia. Is that what we're doing? Because that's not really a big deal. Maybe it's just I don't see it. I don't think this is a big thing. Is it a big thing in wrestling backstage? Because if that's the case, you guys got to deal with that. And your virtue signaling, that's not going to help. If you guys are the homophobic ones, stop trying to lecture us and show us, okay? Because we don't care. Two guys kissing? Go for it. Have fun. Doesn't affect me. But anyway, the match, Miz was immediately my favorite. And it was really weird. He was apparently a face. I didn't quite understand what was going on there. Then again, I haven't watched in a while, but I did see some of the video packages leading up to this. Didn't he just have a kid? Go take care of your kid. Why are you here? That's probably why he dropped the belt to Seth Rollins. Wound up winning the match, who I hated him less than I hated Finn Balor here. So, I was cool with it. I like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has had some amazing matches. I don't know if I can say he's had amazing matches since his knee injury, his first one. But apparently he had a good one on Raw with Finn Balor. I have not seen it yet. I will take Meltzer's word for it. I think he gave it a 4+ stars rating. Something good. Anyway, Miz loses the belt. IC title. Goodbye. Go and take care of his kid. Hopefully. I don't know. I didn't watch Raw. Seth Rollins, the new Intercontinental Champion. Second match on the show was Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Apparently, people were saying that this was really good. I thought it was good. Like, people were saying it was like the best match on the show. I disagree with that. It was good, but then it was all thrown out the window with the finish, where Asuka tapped out to the figure 4, or figure 8, excuse me, and Charlotte retained. And apparently the rumor is that this leads to next year Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey in the main event of WrestleMania 35. And I'm just rubbing my head saying, was that worth killing Asuka? You have a year to build up Charlotte. You could have done some kind of fuck finish too. Like, there were a lot of finishes on this show, like definitive wins and losses on this show. You could have had one fuck finish. It wouldn't have been that big a deal. And you can't say, oh well, the women's match has a fuck finish, of course. Well, you got two singles women's match. The other one had definitive finish. So this one could have had a fuck finish if you want to do that. Anyway, Asuka's a loser. Asuka's just like everyone else now. She's no different. She's not unique. Asuka's wasted. Good job in her first WrestleMania. She just got up to the main roster and she already cannot hang. So that was interesting. And it was a tap out, too. Tapped out. So yeah, for the first 2 matches, I'm not really into it that much. But the third match, yeah, that got me right back in. Fatal 4-Way, Jinder Mahal, Rusev Day, Randy Orton, and Bobby Roode. Apparently Bobby Roode lost won that U.S. title, lost it to Randy Orton. And then here, in this Fatal 4-Way match, we have a new U.S. champion, and it is Jinder, the modern-day Maharaja Mahal. And I don't have a lot to say about this match. It just seemed like a match. It seemed like Bobby Roode didn't really do much. Randy Orton went on one of his classic RKO streaks. It was fun, as it always is. Rusev actually just kind of got beat up a lot, surprisingly. Jinder Mahal out of nowhere with the win. I don't care. So that's 3 matches in, and I'm not really digging it just yet. And this is the one that actually changed it. This tag team match. Goddamn, this tag team match. Mixed tag, Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey defeated Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Ronda Rousey's a goddamn star. She's great at this. You can tell that, like, watching her and what we know about her, I could be completely wrong, but it seems like she's just a big nerd. She used to be like a Pokemon nerd too. It seems like she was really, really into pro wrestling. She got into MMA though instead, and she was really good at it. No matter what people say, will tell you, oh, she lost her last 2 fights. Boo, fucking who? She was really good, and she might still be really good. Of course, she's still really good, but the caliber of athlete has changed in that division, and I think if she ever does go back, she'll probably be better. I don't know who told her she was a tremendous striker, but anyway, back on topic. This match was fucking awesome. Kurt Angle was great. Everyone was great in this match. This match, I only have like one complaint. I don't think it went too long at all, too. Like, I thought everything was fine, except for Stephanie fucking McMahon protecting herself from the armbar. She was blocking the armbar. She was saving herself from a fucking Ronda Rousey armbar. It was so awkward and so unbelievable, but I don't think it ruined the rest of the match. I really don't. Yeah, that's my favorite match of the night. Spoilers. That match was great. Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Stephanie McMahon, and Kurt Angle twice, and Triple H. All were great. The entrances were great. Ronda Rousey's a fucking star. And I'm curious what they're going to do with her going forward as far as her schedule. And yeah, besides Stephanie McMahon blocking the armbar, it was really good. Really good. Next match was a shame, really. See, the two tag team championship matches on the show were like 5 minutes long. And the 2 tag matches that actually mattered were 15 to 20 minutes. And that was the Daniel Bryan one and the Ronda Rousey one. But anyway, the Bludgeon Brothers defeated the Usos and the New Day in a triple threat. The New Day came out with a bunch of midgets wearing pancake costumes. That was really weird, but I thought it was cool. I mean, I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was funny, but it wasn't like that funny. It was more just like, oh, I get it. They're short stacks. And they throw disgusting pancakes out to the crowd. I hope no one ate them. But I will say this about the midgets or whatever they prefer to be called. It's a lot like Native American. They're gonna people get offended for them and say, oh, you're supposed to call them this now. I don't care. I'm just going to call them midgets and Native Americans. So that's what I'm going to call them. They were having a fun time. At least the 2 in the front started doing the worm and front flips, back flips, somersault, cartwheel, something like that. Anyway, it was a nothing match. It was a nothing match, but we got new tag team champions. Usos finally got their match on the main card, and it was just that. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, got on the main card. So, who knows? Maybe that was worth it to them. Next up, John Cena came out. Okay, I should mention earlier in the night. Right after Asuka's streak ended, she gets like a weird promo where it's hard to understand what she's saying, and then it's all about John Cena. It's all about John Cena. Fuck her streak. It's all about John fucking Cena. The referee runs over to John Cena and says, he's here, I saw him, I swear, god damn it. John Cena jumps the barricade. He's in the crowd, by the way, up until now. He runs to the back. And then, yeah. So, fuck Asuka's streak, fuck everything about it. Anyway, now, after the Bludgeon Brothers won the titles, John Cena comes out, he calls out The Undertaker again. Elias Sampson shows up, he sings a song, he gets AA'd. Cena, takes care of him pretty quick. Then The Undertaker comes out, and he's not American Badass. He's just the dead man again. I don't know why he put down his hat and his coat last year. I don't get it. Didn't he leave his gloves too, or his boots or some shit? Doesn't fucking matter. Nothing that happens in this fucking company matters. Yeah, it's not Biker Taker. It's just the dead man is back. He never left, and he squashes John Cena in 2 minutes. They do They do an admittedly fun spot with the what's it called? 5-knuckle shuffle. He goes off the ropes, comes back, and oh my god, the Undertaker set up, and John Cena scared shitless, kind of like Bray Wyatt scared of shitless at WrestleMania 30. Except this match was like 2 minutes long, and it sucked. But it wasn't supposed to be good, clearly, if they made it a squash match like this. Maybe they're doing a rematch. I don't know. I don't know if The Undertaker can go. If he can't, what the fuck was the point? The next match was another match that I liked a lot. But I did have one problem with it. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Well, I will say this about the entrances. Daniel Bryan had this weird, like, Vanguard 1 entrance where, like, oh, the Yes Movement. And they talked about a bunch of shit that's not relevant anymore. Anyway, Daniel Bryan's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, if not my favorite. And I was just happy to see him back. Although the part I thought they fucked up was they had him injured slightly at the beginning, but for a long time. I get like a scare, like they did a powerbomb under the apron to Daniel Bryan. Oh my god, Kevin Owens, you bastard! But it's like we've been waiting how long to see this guy in action? And I get it. You want to like show the peril. It's like, yeah, he can take bumps. We've proved he can take bumps. That's what I thought was going on, but I'm not an insider, so I don't know. I'm like, they're going to give him some big bump, like in the moment. They're going to check on him and be like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go. But yeah, that could be ridiculous. I'm not really thinking too much about it. But it took forever. Shane McMahon getting his ass kicked, eventually fights back, hits the coast to coast on Sami Zayn. Everyone played their roles very well here, besides that, which was wacky. The whole gangbang on Shane McMahon between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens was great in this match. Sami Zayn was great in this match. Daniel Bryan was fucking awesome. Shane McMahon was serviceable. Honestly, he was good. He was fine. I mean, he wasn't going to do better than he was against AJ Styles last year. So, you know, expectations set. Daniel Bryan looked amazing. He looked great. Looked like he didn't miss a day. Looks like he's been there forever. He was fantastic. He's a goddamn star. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn tapped out after the same finish, the WrestleMania 30 finish, except for this time it was on Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan hit the Bukkake knee, and then yes lock, tap tap tap, pretty quick from Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and kayfabe are fired, but that's just from SmackDown Live. They're going to be on Raw, I bet. They probably already were. I don't know. I think I did see something about that, actually. But, yeah, everyone kind of saw that coming. If, you know, come on. They're not gone. Next match, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss. I really don't care about this one. But, Alexa Bliss is a bully to Nia Jax. In real life, we know they're best friends ever. But, you know, to be fair, kayfabe can't always be hung to in real life. So I won't fault them too much for that. I just didn't really care about this too much. Mickie James was there for Alexa Bliss in her corner. Nia Jax took her out immediately. And, you know, there was a bunch of working over the eye from Alexa Bliss, which, you know, realistic enough. It's the only way she could stand a chance against someone like Nia. The behemoth. And Nia Jax won with a Samoan drop off the top rope or middle rope. I'm forgetting right now, but it was, you know, crowd liked the finish. The rest of it, I'm not so sure. And that's that. Next match on the card was the one everyone was looking forward to. And a lot of people have torn this apart, and I'm going to too, but in less points. Like, I have less to say. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. It started, I was really hyped for it, and then all of a sudden both guys are pretending they're dead. Okay, so this match had a problem where they start, they go, stop. Stop. Let's immediately go into WrestleMania main event, New Japan. Let's pretend that we're already 15 minutes into the match, even though we're 5 minutes into the match. And they're both laying around and doing the big moves, and it's just like, what? What's going on? What is going on? And then they start doing the finishes. They both kick out. Shinsuke does Bomie to the back of the head. AJ Styles does the phenomenal forearm. Styles is working the leg the whole time. Shinsuke Nakamura is working AJ's back, I believe. Anyway, the match just kind of ends. Shinsuke goes for another Bomie. Flip over. Styles Clash 1, 2, 3. Styles Clash. Really? Styles Clash? That move that couldn't beat Curtis Axel. I guess it did beat Curtis Axel. That fucking Chris Jericho kicked out of. That move that means nothing. That move that is weak. The weak move that is nothing. Okay. And yeah. So this match, the two complaints I have was just the pacing was weird. They skipped to the end, basically. They skipped to like the end of a match or 15 minutes into a match. And then 5 minutes later, it just ends at like the 20-minute mark. And it's like, huh. I felt like you had 7 minutes left. It felt like the way this match was structured, it felt like there was a huge chunk missing in the front and a huge chunk missing in the back. And they just kind of lied around in the middle for way too long. But, that said, it's probably the second best match of the show, sadly. And it ended with Shinsuke Nakamura being weird and presenting the title to AJ Styles and them hugging and and he gets on a knee and then he low blows him. Shinsuke's a heel now. Makes sense, that's what he should be. Hopefully they're doing another match. I don't know how soon I would want another match, but hopefully it's better than this one. Next match, Braun Strowman comes out. Well, not really. Sheamus and Cesaro come out on a New Orleans raft thing. And then Braun comes out. He trashes the raft, throws it off the stage. It was cool. It was a gimmicked raft, and all the little bobbleheads run away. They have a bunch of bobbleheads on the raft with Sheamus and Cesaro. Their entrance is great, by the way. Even their normal and not just the Mania one. So, this guy, Braun Strowman comes down, he's like, I'm going to take someone from the WWE Universe, and then he goes into the audience, and this takes forever, by the way, and he goes and eventually picks out John Cone's son, I believe, Nicholas. Nicholas is going to be his tag team partner. He's like a little kid. That's the deal. Basically, Braun Strowman beats the shit out of Sheamus and Cesaro. Sheamus and Cesaro, they aren't treated completely horribly, because they get the better of Braun. Braun's in trouble. He tags in Nicholas. Nicholas is scared shitless. Cesaro looks like he's going to kill this little kid, and then he tags back in. Cesaro jumps off the top, or was it a springboard? Braun catches him, power slam, 1, 2, 3. Nicholas and Braun Strowman are the tag team champions, and I'd imagine they're relinquishing the titles very soon, because there's no way you can end this. You can't have Braun pinned, and you can't beat up a little kid, unless it's like some weird thing where the kid taps out before he gets hit. That match was really short. So that was weird. I think we can all agree that was weird. And the main event. Okay, the title cards come up for the main event. I'm so pumped. And they say it's a match between the primetime players. And I'm really confused because that doesn't make any sense. Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. I'm not even sure they're employed by the company anymore. How are the primetime players competing in the main event for the Universal Championship? But as it turns out, by primetime players, they meant Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. It was just very confusing to my little brain. Anyway, this match fucking sucked. Brock Lesnar beats the shit out of Roman. Then Roman spears him twice. Then Lesnar kicks out. Then Brock Lesnar Brock Lesnar then fucking F5s Roman Reigns like 4 times. He kicks out every fucking time. No, he kicks out of one, kicks out of the first F5, kicks out of the second F5. F5 on the table brings him back into the ring cover. No, F5 again, cover. Kicks out of that after the 4th F5. Then he does the Randy Orton thing. Roman blades. Cuts himself. Huge cut. Bleeding everywhere. Hits 2 spears. Brock kicks out. Goes for another one. Brock F5. And then the match is over. And for at least a year, Brock Lesnar's put everyone away. Everyone away after one F5. After one fucking F5. But to take down Roman Reigns, it takes 5. It took 5 F5s to defeat Roman. It takes 1 to defeat everyone else. What is the fucking point? What is the fucking point? Although I did laugh hysterically when Brock Lesnar won. I thought it was the funniest thing in the fucking world. But I was fucking pissed. I was like, they want Roman to be booed. There's no fucking way they don't want Roman to be booed. He's kicking a 5 F5. Samoa Joe's done 1. Braun Strowman's done 1. Everyone is done in fucking 1. Every fucking buddy is done in 1 except Roman Reigns gets 5 and 1 on the table. Fuck off. The match sucked. Dick. They tried making people feel bad for Roman after the show as he slowly walks to the back. And it did not work. Everyone's booing him and talking shit about him. Just like Just like, there was one time I think he lost the world title. He lost a world title match, and everyone was haggling him too, telling him he sucked. But yeah, this sucks. This sucks. This character sucks. Roman Reigns sucks as a character. People say he's a good wrestler. Me personally, his matches fucking bored me to shit. They put me to sleep. I think he would be a good hot tag guy. But that aside, I think everyone could agree this character fucking sucks. And as for who's going to beat Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar. Don't think it's anybody fucking else. It's going to be fucking Roman Reigns. And he's going to do it at that fucking greatest Royal Rumble show that they fucking shilled all night tonight. As soon as I saw someone mention, oh wow, okay. No, not even that. As soon as I fucking saw greatest Royal Rumble, every match defended, and then I saw the finish, I was like, huh. They're going to have... It's gonna be a rematch. Roman's gonna win, and lo and behold, they announce a rematch. They announce a fucking rematch. Roman Reigns is gonna win the Universal Championship from Brock Lesnar at the greatest Royal Rumble event in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia. I mean, yeah, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. So yeah, waste of everyone's fucking time. They did it. There were swerves on the show for the fucking sake of being swerves. This show sucked. If you liked it, good for you. I disagree. I thought it was objectively a horrible show, but, you know, humans aren't objective, so that's my own bias, I guess. In my opinion, it was a horrible show. The funniest thing ever, though, was Brock retaining. Too bad, it's not going to matter, and he's just going to lose the belt back at, in Jeddah. At the greatest Royal Rumble in less than a month. So, yeah, Roman loses the match clean as a sheet, immediate fucking rematch. Should I mention... I mentioned how much blood is pouring out of this guy's face, right? Okay. Yeah, the match sucked. Everything sucked. The show sucked. The high points of the match were Daniel Bryan is fucking back, and he's great, and we all love him. And if you don't love him, you might be mentally handicapped. And, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. Phenomenal match from them. Really, hats off to them. It was a great match. Anyway, that's my review of WrestleMania 34. Don't ask me to do one of these ever again. In fact, none of you wanted me to do this one, probably. So, ta-ta for now.